Welcome to Dirty Introverted Diamond. Top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this is when you supposed to get it. You're supposed to let it soak in, marinate, let it become a part of you, let it become you. I heard something yesterday from my soul family, is that we can't make this be robotic, making it natural. But I like to give my introduction the same way because this is a ritual, a way of giving these messages the way the Most High wants you to give it. I don't want to put my twist in it, but the Most High will use what you've been through to speak through. The Most High will use what you have been through to speak through, to teach through, to help through, to heal through. Most High God, who is in the holy heavens, speak to me and speak through me. Heal me and heal through me. What is the message for today? What is it that you will have for me to say? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. May all negativity be transformed into positivity. Let all positivity have dominion and reign over all negativity. Let's get some numbers real quick. We get into this message. We got 1, 2, 3, and 3. Today I got my FAFO shirt on. You know what that means. You know what that means. Let's get into it. You've been warned. Warning signs. You've been warned. Most High God, speak from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Let's get into it. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe. Let's get it 4 times. But we got 1, 2, 3, and 3. We got 3, 2, 1. Also, we got 3 and 6. If you add these numbers up, you get 9. 3, 6, 9. Three, 6. Then if you add everything up, it's 9. 3, 6, 9 method. The power it's in your contemplation. The power is in your tongue. The power is in your words. Whatever you say, you will get. Whatever you ask for will find you. Let's see what we got here. Top of the deck, we got pride. Middle of the deck, we got service. In the bottom, we got blame. You cannot blame anybody for the service that your tongue, your mind, and your actions give you, because your mind has power. Your thoughts, your words have power, and your actions have power. Don't be so prideful that you can't ask for help. Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. You see, when you try to be a helpful individual to people who act like they don't like you, or betray that they don't like you, or betray that they can't stand you, and you swallow your pride and still render them service of help, of positivity, they can't blame you for what they get, because positivity will have dominion over negativity here. The power of your words, the power of your thoughts, and the power of your actions. You cannot blame any person. Service. I feel good when I can help others. When you have pride and you love yourself, and you see yourself in everyone, you're gonna feel good helping individuals, even when they give you an attitude, even when they try to unalive you, even when they try to poison you, even when they try to ruin the life that the Most High God is giving you. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Blame. I accept the responsibility for my well-being. See, if I operate in positivity continuously, constantly, what you get, what you give, you will get. What you give is what you will get. If you display negativity, anger, gossip, non-unity, no unity, and trying to make the dream work, if you see yourself better than the next person, you will not feel good helping others, because all you're going to be trying to do is step on others to get where you're going. I had to experience this a lot, helping people that gossip about you, act like they don't like you, act like they can't stand you. But if you are really positive in the inside of you, even the people who don't like me, if I return that same energy, I can't blame them for what happened to me, because I don't feel good rendering service to an individual who don't like me. Even Jesus, the Most High told Jesus that Judas was going to betray him. Most of us, if a person don't like me, I don't like you, and I don't want to have to deal with you, but in some instance, You have to work around people or be around people you don't like. You really don't have to be around them, but you really do have to work around them. Because if you don't have your own business, you got to go into an establishment and show and perform in professionalism. But if people just having little grudges, little attitudes, they in their feelings, most people like that don't grow. They blame everybody for what and where they are in life. But if you have some inch of pride, and this pride is good, because you need to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, nobody else can love you. Pride, service, and blame. Top of the deck. Adversary. Adversity. Middle of the deck. Change. Bottom of the deck. Trust. In your adversities, the challenges that arise every day, it is an opportunity to become better and better at displaying and becoming positive. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Next card, we got change. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. The Most High is so gracious. He's so merciful that, all of us, we ain't perfect. We ain't good all the time. But the Most High has been good to us. He's been so good to most of us. Well, all of us. But only some of us show the appreciation of his mercy by changing, by evolving, by growing, by changing into what the Creator created us to be. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And I told you, your actions, allow your actions to speak louder than any words you can speak. And your words are powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. And especially your actions, your movements are powerful. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. The one inner voice that you can always trust is your intuition. Your intuition can never, ever, ever, ever lie to you. Why don't you test your intuition? I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Last set. Speak from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Top of the deck is regret. Middle of the deck is imagination. Bottom of the deck is loneliness. First card, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. There is no reason to go back and forth. And that was my new thing. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm only moving forward. Back, forth and forth. I'm not going back and forth with you. I trust what my intuition told me. I trust what my intuition revealed to me. What happened in the past, me being vulnerable, me being loving, was the past. Me being gullible, trusting to people or things that I should not trust is the thing of the past. I don't regret it because it taught me how to utilize trust. You can't just trust anybody. See, in challenges, in adversity, it teaches you because it's an experience that can teach you so much more than a book can ever if you read it. Because in experiences, it leaves memories. In the memories, you start daydreaming. You have deja vu. And even when you rest, you have dreams that tell stories that people would not tell you. But your intuition would never lie to you. It'll always give you hints, clues. But you gotta take heed to it. The only time you regret is when you regret not listening to your intuition. Only time you regret is when you regret not trusting your intuition. I told you, imaginations, your thoughts are powerful. Your words are powerful. And your actions are powerful. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. What you think about will come about. What you do will come right back to you. What you say, it will manifest for you. Loneliness. I may look alone, but I am far from lonely. Just because you see me on my videos, it's only me. But you know, I got my children, but that's just a blessing. But if you see me out and about, I fell in love with myself. Love, pride, I love myself. And I see myself in others. You know, when you see yourself in others, then you can always, come back to reality and know that you was there one day. I used to do that for real though. But I had to make a decision. I had to change. the way I thought, the way I speak, the way I move. Just because you see me by myself doesn't mean that I am lonely. I am far from that. You see the title of my channel, A Dirty Introverted. I like to be to myself. I don't like to bring my issues, what I go through, to anybody, because you have your own issues. And we need to learn to deal with our issues and stop placing our issues on others. You know, like they say, if you go to work, wow, I didn't even put that on. If you go to work, they always tell you to leave your outside life at the door of your job. Don't bring it inside. Just like they say, leave work at work. Don't bring your work home. We ain't in school where you got to do homework. You leave whatever happened at work at work. You leave everything that happened wherever you at. I'm a home kind of guy. Homebody, homegrown. When you homegrown, you're natural. You're not pumped with chemicals and different kind of elements. When they say I want to grow my own vegetables, because they want the real vegetable. They want the natural vegetable, fruits, whatever you grow. They don't want to go buy fruits and vegetables from a farm because they like to put pesticides on it to help it grow. And then you eat them. So you're putting pesticides and poisons inside of your own body. Eating clean. Wash your lettuce, wash your carrots, wash your grapes, wash your oranges, your bananas, wash everything. Even though those type of fruits and vegetables have been exposed to different kind of chemicals. It already seeped in the skin, on the inside of the vegetable or fruit that you want to eat. But loneliness. This card is so beautiful. I told you, just because you see a person alone, do not think that they are lonely. Because when you see me, you need to see a real team, because I move that way because it is a team that works with me. Even though you see me doing it all by myself. You don't need an army. You gonna, like my boy Finesse 2 Times says, you're gonna need an army to come against me. But think about it. Your army against my army. We going round for round, blow for blow. Ain't nobody stopping. Ain't nobody finna retreat. Ain't nobody gonna surrender. I'ma stand and stand and stand again. And I know who stand with me. And they only stand with you if you standing correctly. My soul family gonna stand with me if I'm standing for the right thing. But if I'm not standing for the right thing, my spirit team gonna check me. And that's the thing about nowadays. People are scared to check people they are around. You can't tell your friend that he a deadbeat. Bro, you lazy. You slacking at work. They don't take it that way. Then they wanna come against you, group up against you. But like I said, you know, the Most High speaks to you that way. You just don't like to accept it. That's why you don't like to communicate to the Most High. Because the Most High tell you like it is. Who he sent to you will tell you just like it is. But you gotta be willing. You gotta be able to make that change. Loneliness. Let's see what it says here. I know that I am never alone. But most people like to try to pick on people and group up and click up with a person that appears to be alone in your physical eyes. But you don't see those hidden helpers. You don't see the soul family. You don't see the spirit team. You don't see the Most High God. You don't see Jesus. You don't see the Holy Spirit. You do not see the ancestors. You don't see the spirits. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. Say this again. We are spiritual beings in this spacesuit, in this vessel, in this meat suit, living a human experience. So first, you were spirit, you were soul. But in order to sustain life on this planet, on this realm, you need a body, you need a vessel, you need a spacesuit. See, you can't go into space with nothing on. You can't dive deep in the ocean with nothing on. You will not survive. Loneliness. See, I know. See, when you know, you know. When you know that I am never alone. I said in the beginning, you've been warned. Pride, service, blame, adversity, change, trust, regret, imagination, and loneliness. When you love yourself, you have to love yourself alone. If you think that you can not love yourself and find somebody to love you so you can feel love, you will not get the full benefit of that. It's best to love yourself and allow the Most High to lead and guide a person that can love you correctly. And just imagine, two people that love themselves can love each other correctly. But if one person don't love themselves and another person does, the person who doesn't love himself or herself will use and abuse and misuse the love from the person that loves himself. Because they are gonna demand more from you. You gotta do more. You gotta spend more time. You gotta be clean and all that. But when a person really loves their own company and love themselves, they don't mind being alone. And always remember and always know that you are never alone. See, this is the funny thing, right? And this is the real deal of it. They have surveillance cameras and CCTVs and all this good stuff, right? But people know that it's being recorded. So you're on camera. That is the same thing as the Most High. You know that the Most High is always watching us. Angels, the ancestors, they are watching us 24/7. You can't put on a mask. You can't put on big clothes. You cannot put a costume on and hide who you is. They are watching. And you see, nowadays, they are upping the technology where they're doing face recognitions. They can tap into speakers and listen to conversations in sealed rooms by the vibration of the water in the cup. They can hack and go into any cell phone, computer, anything. So just imagine that human beings can do that. So what do you think that the Most High can do? The Most High can see and hear even when you talk underwater. Even He hears you when you mumble, when you talk all up under your breath. Your words are powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. And your actions are powerful. I forgot what I know who I just got something in my head. Waka Flocka Flame said, the Most High can hear your thoughts, but the enemy, he can't. He only goes off of what you say. So let me say that again. The Most High God can hear your thoughts. He can hear your thoughts. That's why I said your thoughts are powerful. Your words are powerful. And your actions are powerful. Because your thoughts become words. Then you speak those words, and then those words become action. Lights, camera, action. Turn on the lights. Light a candle. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got going on here. Most High, speak from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Every card was a message. Pride. You gotta love yourself. And you gotta see yourself in everyone. That's why God told us to treat others as you want to be treated. Love others as you want somebody to love you. But don't expect love from others. Just expect it from yourself. Service. I feel good when I can help others. When you're done loving on yourself, you're going to have the urge, the oomph, the nudge to go help another individual. Isn't when you learn a thing, you like to teach it? See, most people that don't like to teach are gatekeepers. They want to keep the information for themselves so they can feel like you are the only person that can do it. You don't have a service mentality. Blame. I accept responsibilities for my well-being. You cannot blame nobody for what you do. Nobody can make you do what you don't want to do. Only you. Because you convince yourself to do something. So you can't blame the person you got advice from. You can't blame the person that you watched do it. You only can blame yourself for doing what you did. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, and they are. Because once you do it, now you learn how to do it. Once you do it, you do it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, now you're going to get the hang of it, and you can do it on your own. When learning, it takes some people a long time, some people a short time. Some people get it by looking at it. Some people have to do it 1,000 times. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. If I want my body to get back in shape, if I want my muscles to plump up, I'm gonna have to do some movement. I can't just be coming or sit down all day long and think that everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna line back up. Now you gotta do some exercises. You gotta do some walks. You gotta do is movement. Even drinking water, that's a movement. You're putting something pure, which is H2O. I like to drink H3O. Because really water is not water no more. They got chlorine, they got all these chemicals in it. But fruit juices, H3O, are what the fruit is. Be fruitful and multiply. Whatever fruits that's in you, that'll come out. But you have to do some movement. You can't be stagnant. You can't be stuck still. You can't be running in place. That's not movement, that's just motion. Exercise you can't get on the exercise bike. You riding that bike and you are going nowhere. But that is movement. To make your legs get stronger, your back, even your abs, your stomach. But it's movement that is creating change for the better. Now we got trust. I accept that my inner voice, my intuition, will always guide me correctly. I love that. The one thing I can trust is my intuition. And where does your intuition come from? From the Most High God. The devil is not giving you any kind of intuition. The devil is giving you illusions. To trick, to trap you in the illusion that he wants you to believe in. But a lot of people like to trust the enemy when the enemy is untrustworthy. It's a warning. You've been warned. And if you sit here and don't trust what you can trust, and you trust a liar instead of trusting an honest, truthful individual, you will have a bit of regret on why I didn't listen, why I was thinking about that. Why did I do that? Will be the questions that you ask yourself. Why did you? Why you just ain't let go, move on? Why? Why would you feel defeated when you're in a competition with yourself? You can only compete with yourself. You can't compete with other people. But a lot of people like images, titles, reputation. Like I put in my video last night, you gotta be willing, you gotta be able to lose the life that you are living to obtain a life worth living. Imagination, just think about it. Is what I'm saying false? Is what I'm saying lies? Imagine yourself being positive and beating the bricks out of anything that comes negative to you. I embrace no regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Imagination. I embrace and nurture the creative aspects of my mind. Loneliness. You know, when you really love yourself, you don't mind being alone. That's how you really know how to love. If you can't stand a minute, a second, an hour, a day, a week with being alone, you really don't like spending time with yourself. You don't like learning from your higher self, from the Most High, from the team. Loneliness. You see, all these individuals are pouring in to the man in the middle, to the woman in the middle, to the man in the mirror, to the woman in the mirror. Most High God, talk from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Let's see what season signs are out here. Better yet, y'all call zodiac signs, but I call it the season signs because every season there is a different sign. Every month that they have is a different part of the season. The beginning of spring, the middle of spring, the end of spring, the beginning of summer, the middle of summer, and the end of it, and so on and so forth. Season signs. Most High, thank you for talking from the top of this deck all the way to the bottom. Let's see what signs we get out here. That came out. Cancer came out first. That jumped out of there. And we in Cancer right now. No, we jumping into Cancer. We coming into Cancer, and we are ending Gemini. But Cancer, you next. So this is an on-time message. Top of the deck, I'm gonna put this Cancer right here. Top of the deck, we got a Capricorn. This represents the GOAT, December 22nd through January 19th. This message is for you. The middle of the deck, we got Leo, July 23rd to August. These seasons, something very significant will happen due to your thoughts, due to your actions, and due to your words. On the bottom of the deck, we got Gemini. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's right there, right on time. So we got Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, and Leo. And all of this is, look at here, May 21st through June 20th. Then we got June. Look, y'all, if y'all think I'm capping, like seriously, Gemini. What does that say? May 21st through June 20th. Okay? And this is seasons. Then we got the Cancer. What is that? What is that? June 21st through July 22nd. Look how these go in order. Gemini, Cancer, July 22nd. My bad. July 22nd. This Leo is July 23rd through August 22nd. 21, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 22. And then we go at the end of the year, which y'all call the end, which is December. Now this is December 22nd through January 19th. But I'm seeing a lot of summer activity going on. And what you do this summer will manifest at the end of the year. So speak positivity. Think positive. Act in a positive way. Or don't take my advice, whatever, it's cool. I don't, it doesn't do nothing to me, but you can go ahead and, can you make cookies? Yeah, baby, I got you. I'll make you, how many cookies you want?
3.
You want 3 big cookies?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, they big. You know how I make my cookies. I make them big.
Actually, 6.
You want 6 good cookies? Oh, that's for all of us. Yeah, I know you can't eat no 6 cookies. I got you, baby. I'm sorry for that, y'all. But yeah. Sorry about that. I'm talking about cookies. Yeah. But what you manifest, what you think about, what you talk about, what you do. If you practice speaking positive in this current season right here, which is May through August. May through August, you will see a definite manifestation around December and January. Don't do something you will regret. Love yourself and see yourself in everyone. I feel good when I can help others. I accept responsibilities for my well-being. In these May, June, July, and August, that is the summer season. Well, that's like the end of spring and the beginning of summer. Almost to the end of summer. But, like I said, like the Most High said, practice positivity. Practice positivity. Take a resonate and lead a rest. I'll see y'all on the next one. Alright? I'm finna get in here and do my daddy duties and make my baby some cookies. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, love, and light. Yo.